Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Rita Lee's video blog. I'm Mary Sky, also known as Fleet Admiral Krabby McCoffee, also known as San Juan Island Prepper, also known as Living Simply and Fun. So, I'm going to tell you guys a story today. I've been watching the news. Now, moderator Higgins commented to me privately. He wants to buy a power drill. That's interesting. We're preppers, not buying craftsman tools. I mean, you don't need a battery-powered reciprocal saw. Yeah, as a prepper. So we're going to be talking about prepping today. Some of you guys have been wondering what's going on with the updates. I got some really good updates for you. For one, I'm trying to schedule a car driver thing so I can have surgery on 17th for this hernia. It's been very difficult. The ibuprofen works as long as I don't strain my body. But we're going to be talking about something while we have a cold brewski. So some of you preppers out there need to realize that we're here to talk about prepping. Now, I haven't heard from Tildor, but I want to say Commodore Pee Wee did answer talking about Biden. We'll get to that in a minute. So to me, let me just tell you, I'm staying neutral in the political spectrum because I don't think the Republican Party can and will get anyone as Speaker of the House. But we're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about prepping. Now, let's talk about what's going on in the prepping field. Winter's coming up. We need to prep for wintertime. Fall's coming. We need to prep for fall. We also have to do other issues, right? So now for other issues and other prepping tools here, we're going to talk about prepping suggestions. So anyways, let's get down to it, shall we? So I've been following the news. Please apologize. My scanner's a little loud today. I'm listening to the radio waves. It's been kind of wonky today, but oh well. As a prepper, one of the main tools in your arsenal you can have is a police scanner to know what's going on in your community in case there's nuclear war, civil war, Armageddon, whatever, right? Now, I'm not a person that believes in Bible prophecies. Maybe an ordained minister, but Bible prophecies is something I've been toying with, thinking about what's happening. Now, Jesus said to his apostles and disciples, I believe at the times, that don't worry, the end's not here. You're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars, pestilence, famine, and earthquakes in diverse places. Natural disasters, basically, right? Well, there's people out there quoting the Bible saying, what do we do about prepping? Well, I'll tell you what we got to do. We have to focus on prepping. That's right. Prepping is something that we as in YouTubers always got to do. Now, how do we prep? What do we prep? We buy water, we buy food, we stockpile, we make beans, we make rice, we use teriyaki sauce, we use ramen, we use whatever, right? Fortunately, the Americans in the country need to prep. And why do we need to prep? I'll tell you why we need to prep. Because we are looking at possible hypothetical Armageddon. That's right. Think of what's going on in the world. We got, I got CNN going on right now with my TV off. They're talking about the weather. But as a prepper, what are we talking about? How are we talking about it? Well, let's just say, as a prepper, the American people need to realize that as a prepper, Americans need to prep for themselves. I'm not saying civil war is coming. Vice Admiral Zoe was telling me the other day she thinks civil war is going to happen after the 2024 elections. Well, it's her opinion. I don't think so. As a prepper and as a fleet admiral, I can tell you, you guys need to listen carefully because Israel's got 300 nuclear missiles and bombs. Yeah, they're like the smallest country. Pakistan has it. India has it. France has it. England has it. Russia has it. And America has it. And who knows? Oh, North Korea has it. Fortunately, Russia just released a new nuclear warhead. Apparently, it runs on nuclear propulsion. You know, it reminds me of that old video game we used to play growing up called Jungle Strike by Square Enix, or not Square Enix, Electronic Arts, which I believe is now part of Microsoft, where you secure an area in the jungle and you take off on a F-117A stealth fighter. But the secret about the stealth fighter is it has unlimited fuel because it runs on a nuclear generator. That could work if you know how to do it right, but I guess Russia's the first to basically design a nuclear propulsion missile. I don't know what it's called, but they're like bragging about it. I think what they're trying to do is when they do the nuclear propulsion thing scientifically, I think what they're trying to do is invent a nuclear propulsion missile that when on impact, it doubles or triples or even quadruples the explosion side of detonation. Okay, now I'm not a nuclear physicist, so this is just my own opinion, but think about it, preppers. They can amplify it. We got a problem. That's why we have to prep. Now, it might cost a lot of money to maintain a nuclear propulsion missile. Now, the only thing that the governments of the world now use sometimes is nuclear propulsion ships. They think it's more cleaner, more effective than the old bunker fuel or naval diesel fuel because, or gasoline for some things. But jet fuel is still run on jet fuel is still used by fighter jets. So think about it. Now, they're trying to convince us to go all electric. Oh, well, whatever, right? Fortunately, as a prepper, you got to ask yourself the big questions here. Mama Polar Bear basically is telling you that Private Tildor Pyle claims it was a September to remember. Well, I'm going to say it seems like it's an October to remember when Israel and Hamas is at war. So we need to prep for something else. Now, something came to an epiphany, you could say, a thought came to an opinion, a calibration. Higgins is like, oh, what are you watching that crap for on TV? Well, that's why Higgins is only a lieutenant in Starfleet, and I'm still the fucking fleet admiral because he doesn't realize that as a fleet admiral, I can tell you clearly under the tactical suggestions of a prepper that you have to think outside the damn box, okay? Now, when you think about outside the box, you have to think about prepping. Now, like I said, for all you preppers out there, what does this entail? I'll tell you what it entails. Chloe, on the other hand, knows this already. She's smart as a whip when it comes to prepping. Of course, I sent Chloe to go watch the Biden speech. He was very well put. Now, Pee-wee, of course, moderator Commodore Pee-wee message. I want to share with you the comments she posted. It was an interesting comment. She says Biden has literally destroyed this country. Maybe, maybe not. The thing is as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, Now, I watched the two videos Commodore Pee-wee's provided, and then Commodore Pee-wee posted, Biden said it sold us out to China. Well, let's just say I believe both parties are a bunch of idiots, okay, and nincompoops, but that's just my opinion. All the mess we are in is caused by Democrats. Maybe, maybe not. Then again, I blame both parties. So technically, that's why I'm neutral, None of the would have happened if Trump was president. And yes, we hear this from all the people that believe in Trump, okay? I don't give two shits about Trump or Biden, okay? Plain and simple. They're just two political figureheads that want to basically do it their own way. He needs to save America again? Well, maybe, maybe not. Now, he may go to jail. He may save America, as all the Democrats are saying, by putting him behind bars, or save the Republican Party from collapsing by putting him in bars. I can't make heads or tails of this, so I don't even try. Okay, but as a prepper, you got to ask yourself, if I'm here to talk about prepping, I'm not going to be here to talk about President Biden or President Trump or the congressional house that can't even get their act together to vote someone in. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking, well, when is the budget deficit supposed to be coming? Well, we have 17 plus 21. So 21 plus 17 is about 38 days, give or take, before the government shuts down. Will the government shut down? I can't guarantee it. How would the government survive with the government shutdown? Will we have looting? Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. Thing is as long as you're prepping and you're staying out of trouble, there ain't going to be no looting. Yeah. Are you prepping for other things? Yeah. We're prepping for natural disasters. I live on an island. Tsunamis can hit us. Earthquake can hit us. Volcanoes can hit us. Snowstorms can hit us. We don't have hurricanes, willies, typhoons, or monsoons. But I've done a lot of research, preppers. Each area you got to prep for natural disasters. Now, you're asking, what's going on? Are we going to World War III? Well, Tildor already said at one time we might be in World War III. I mean, think about it. We got China threatening Taiwan. We got to look at that. We got Russia attacking Ukraine, which is that. We got the Hamas being backed by Iran to basically attack Israel in the Iron Dome. Biden says we're now restocking the Iron Dome. Here's a question for you preppers today, something that I was going to bring up to you all. Yeah, school is in session still, so listen up. And it's beer time or beer 30. It goes like this, my friends. How many of you out there hear the rumors that the ammunition supplies of handguns, rifles, shotguns, including AR-15s, is short in supply? Well, you got the redneck killjacks buying it. You got the former military that are now policemen buying it. They know something that I don't know. But everyone is worried the Second Amendment's going to be taken away. Guess what? It ain't going anywhere. I mean, states can pass all these laws. It'll get the Supreme Court shot down. Am I worried? No. What I'm worried about is this. As a prepper, do you have enough food, water, batteries to weather out a storm, or 2 storms, or 3 storms, or 4 storms, or 5 storms? Yeah. Tell you what. We as in Americans need to prep because that's what we do. Fortunately, most people don't think anything's going to happen. But with 38 days looming in the government shutdown, how's that going to affect civil services? Are you prepped if your food card gets cut off? See, once it happens, you get 1 month of food from the food stamps. That means January, let's just say, shuts down. You get your Decembers. Can't guarantee January's because they're going to be duking it out for a speakership until election time, maybe. No one knows. I mean, I've read the reports. Scalise and Jordan, each of them can't make a deal. Personally, should have left McCarthy alone, but that's a big can of worms right there. So what are we prepping for? Prepping for World War III, possible Armageddon. I'll tell you why. A lot of you preppers out there have asked me time and time again to do some research. Now, Lieutenant Higgins turns around and says, "Oh, well, you're watching the wrong channel." I don't watch Fox News. I hate ONN or ONE or whatever it's called. And then I don't like Newsmax. No offense to Commodore Pee Wee. I watch what I watch because I analyze both sides of the fence. Okay. Now, here's a couple things that clicked into me when I was watching Biden's speech today. Yes, I know. Vice Admiral Zoe was telling me about it. I just came back from walking the dog, had a cup of coffee, thinking to myself, where's my phone? My phone went missing. And I had some problems I had to deal with this morning, which we won't go into detail. This is my newest lotto ticket I just bought today. Let's see our tune up. This is the old one. The Powerball is up to $1.7 billion. Let's hope good Lord blesses me. I can disappear. Anyways, enough said. Okay. Now, United States government And the civilian market for handguns, rifles, and shotguns are being sold out, or people are buying them, stockpiling them. Good for them. But if the ammunition is basically in short supply, and the saltpeter is in short supply, and the brass is in short supply, and everyone's having a short supply of ammunition, there's a problem. Now, you guys can sit there and say, okay, so what's the problem? The problem is right now the United States government, in my own hypothetical hypothesis, can and will divert military weaponry and ammunitions to Israel and or Ukraine. Now, what if we have to attack Iran hypothetically? I mean, think of it. Do we have enough military weapons and hardware to take care of things? We can make all the tanks we want, but what if we can't make the powder? Or what if we can't make the shells? Or what if we can't make the grenades or the missiles or the rockets to take care of this? Because we're basically fighting a war where Russia and China must be, and North Korea and Iran must be basically putting together as a unit, waiting. Now, you're thinking to myself, where are you going with this, Admiral? I'll tell you. We're going to run out of ammunition and supplies if we keep diverting our own tactical equipment to these wars. Think about it. Congress can't pass a resolution to restock the ammunition supplies. That means, and Commodore Pee Wee, if you're watching this, sorry to say, sister, but I'm running with this today, okay? So, did Biden sell us out to China? Possibly. But I don't have any concrete facts yet. But I will tell you, something bothers me. Something stinks worse than the dead, rotting fish that's been dead for days. I'll tell you what it is, my friends. It goes like this. The American people need to realize, without ammunition and weapons to survive this country, the U.S. government, hold on a second. There we go. Make sure Moppy's bed's in his location that, the U.S. government depletes our weapons, our rifle shells, our sniper shells, our rockets, our interceptor missiles, our whatever. What do we got to protect ourselves in this country? Think about it. What if Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea all pull their resources to invade this country? They have automatic weapons. They got bombs. They got planes. They got missiles. The citizenry has handguns and rifles and shotguns. We may overthrow them in a war, but how long would it last? Our stockpiles are getting depleted. Now, the government's not telling you this. Why do you think I'm a prepper? Because we don't know what's going to come down the pipe today, tomorrow, or the next day. Yeah. Today, tomorrow, or the next day. So while I'm sitting here thinking about relaxing, making some TV, watching some TV, watching the news with Blitzwolf, whatever, you got to ask yourself, my fellow preppers. I'll be clear that panel is on call, settled by contact. Sorry about that. So, question you guys got to ask yourself, are you prepping? Because if you aren't, you better get it in order, because we don't know what's coming down the frickin' pipe. We don't. And two is, if we're going to run out of supplies, we don't have any allies that will back us, because we gave our allies all our ammunition, missiles. The only thing we're going to have in this country, besides military that will be well-fed, well-stocked, and well-supplied to a point, is Minuteman III nuclear missiles. Think about it. The United States needs to basically realize that time and time again that we shouldn't be spending our money in a war in Iran, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Israel, in Ukraine. We don't have the money. We're the only country in the world that's so far in debt. Now, Biden already promised aid. There's nothing we can do about it, people. But it is what it is, my friends. Now we're guaranteeing we may be sending our women and our children off to war, possibly with Israel, because they're our allies. Ukraine, they're not part of NATO, so you get that. Now, Tildor, he might have been waiting for this complete Black Swan event, which was this weekend. Now, we didn't see anything happen in September. That didn't mean nothing happened in September. Just, the Ukrainian war and blah, 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 right? The Black Swan could have been Israel got attacked. Now, I don't like it, and you don't like it, but I beg you all to think about it. If our weapon supplies in the United States get supplied, or we citizens has the ammunition to a point, and yet you got Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, all dictator countries, and they want to declare war on us because they know we sent our hardware out. It's time the American people get the government to start doing contracts where we can build factories up fast and start producing like World War II submarines, ships, carriers, and more, and defend ourselves, because this could turn into World War III. Remember, Jesus said, the end of the days will not come soon. Something to the point of, you'll hear of wars and rumors of wars. Well, think about it. What do we got here? So, my point is to all of you out there, the American people, you guys got to prep. And you got to prep fast. And you better get prepped, because it isn't over till the fat lady sings. And right now, we have threats of nuclear Armageddon. We have Israel being attacked by the Hamas. I'm scared to a point. I go to bed at night. I'm wondering if we're going to wake up in the morning, or we're going to all be vaporized, or you're hearing air raid sirens, or the sheriff running around up and down the island with their little radio saying that everyone take cover, radioactivity, you have 3 hours. You know how much panic would happen? There'd be too much panic. So here, you got to ask yourself, what in the damn world are you going to do? Yeah, think about it. Think about it. There's people in this world, then there's people with this world. And because of it, there's people in this world. So, anyways, my point is, and then there's people. Yeah, so as a prepper, that's something that came to mind today watching the Biden, Trump, whatever thing, So anyways, I got to call Vice Admiral Zoe soon. She should be back soon from her whatever. Zoe's cool. She's on her own time. That's why we call it island time. Commodore Pee-wee's on her in California time, something like that. And Higgins is on Higgins time. Yeah, so, well, we're all preppers and united, knowing what's happening in the world. So, plain and simple, my friends. Keep on prepping. So, what the hell? Whatever. So, for some of you preppers out there, I just want to tell you that we must always prep. That's right. So, um, we must prep and we must always prep. So, um, so I got my lotto ticket. Hope you guys prepped on that one. Cost me $4 again, but you know what? I'd rather basically see if I win the Powerball than anything. So apparently we have another problem we have to prep for is the Hamas has taken and killed at least 20 Americans and 14 supposedly are captured. Don't give me the numbers there, but still, in my opinion, it is what it is. So we have to prep. So this is my first or second one today. I don't even remember keep count anymore. That's how good these are. Low carb too, by the way. There's not many calories in them. So that's another thing that what do you call it? Moderator or not moderator, Prepper Tildor would say, but Biden's own team, they're hiding something. That's something I want to say. They're literally keeping something hidden, Now, I don't believe in both. I don't believe in any political party because I think they're both useless. I don't believe in certain things because that's useless too. Now, I'm not going to go into details, but I will tell you winter's setting in. We need to prep and make sure we keep prepped. Which reminds me, while I'm at it, while I'm talking to you guys, I got a job I got to do. Give me a minute. Boop. Mm-hmm. So apparently, there we go. I got to make an order, and then I got to email. New phone number, cool. Hey, where's the online order form? Here we go. Boop. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to log in. I love how this is. Sign into Google. Okay. Now use my email address. I'm an existing customer. I love this order form. You prepper need to know that I'm prepping for a hernia surgery. So, that's going to be really hard to get through, but I'm working on it. Oh, there we go. And I'll give my phone number. I can't find my backup phone still, by the way. I'm hoping to have an answer. All right, so let's see here. I want some moo juice. Let's see. I want some hamburger. Maybe I'll get some hamburger. Ooh. I think I'll choose this for once. Yes. Okay, cool. I think I'll choose this for once. There we go. And then the assorted seasonal produce bag. Yeah, you guys are wondering, what am I doing? I'm placing a grocery order. Chicken soup, mushroom soup, tomato soup, like chicken, mushroom, and tomato. And I think I'll get some chicken broth for the holidays. Chicken breast. And they'll take a can of Spam. There we go, like Spam. So they're offering Spam. I'll take the damn Spam. Sweet peas, whole kernel corn, green beans, carrots. You know what? I think I'll take the corn, the carrots, and the green beans for once, only because I have it. And I'm not interested in seasoned collard greens. So I like walnuts. That's good form of it. Cereal, I think I'm going to grab some for this. Quaker Oats, almond, shelf-stable milk. That milk's pretty good. They got soy milk, rice milk. Let's just throw that all in there. Got the cereal. Now I want all-purpose flour, whole wheat flour. Don't like salt. I guess that's all they have in the... and corn flour. There we go. See, I'll grab everything I can get my grubby hands on. Oh, an ounce of chili powder for once. Yes. What type of beans would you like? Well, I want pinto beans, northern beans, look, northern beans, red beans, navy beans, lentils, spaghetti noodles, macaroni noodles, brown rice, and white rice. That will feed me nicely. And then I will take pumpkin spice pretzels, club crackers, and a nitro cold brew coffee just because. Heck, I might know. They got some soy sauce. I'll take some of that and some mayonnaise. There you go. See, as a prepper, I'm done. Order has been filled in. The email comes in now. My advocate can pick my food bank order up on Thursday by just emailing her, and my prepping is done for my thing here. So, so this is how I survive in the rest of the month. Yep. Yep. So I'd like to share with you a couple other things. Yeah. So my theory is the American people need to prep. Yeah. If you're not prepping, you got a problem. No, I don't go out that often, but I did go out and get a coffee today. So one of my neighbors, I got to thank my neighbor again. The other day, my neighbor, I was telling her I was making some club sandwiches, so I gave her some club sandwiches, her and her daughter. I'm going to be teaching her daughter lessons in cooking. And my neighbor decided again, while she was out shopping, to pick me up another case of Natty Light. Yeah. So I got to dispose of. I must have drank more Natty Light in my damn whole year than I, but it's pretty cheap. It's like $11 for a case. Personally, I can get used to that, So one of the things I need to recycle soon in the trash is that. So she picked up the other day. She picked up another 2 cases. It was on her time. I didn't ask for it. Natty Light. So that's what I'm drinking today. Is a little bit of Natty Light. So tonight's dinner is gonna be leftover club sandwiches. Again, Higgins is talking about, oh, the artery killer or whatever. Whatever, man. The beer. So, anyways, I tried to call Higgins on a problem. I need to call someone soon. So I have to take the recycling out soon. And then after my recycling time, I'm going to sit down and watch TV and discuss business. Now, I want to say to you all, let me plug my headphones in. I don't like feedback while I'm on here. So let me just explain what's going on, okay? So there was a guy that came in here, okay? I'm not going to give the guy the time of day, all right? What we call a troll. So instead, what I'm doing is I'm going in and I'm going to personally there we go. So apparently a guy named aka Joe Gill has been completely and thoroughly been blocked. All right. Now we don't deal with Joe Gill, okay? I'm not going to answer to Joe Gill. I don't have to answer to anyone. All right. I blocked Joe Gill. I gave Higgins the honor. I gave Pee Wee the honor, but we're not dealing with someone, okay? So that's what I was just doing, was blocking Joe Gill. Now my beer is almost empty, so I want to get back to my CNN report. I still got to do my journaling for today. There's nothing to report when it comes to other people. Yeah. For example, there's something I need to have addressed. So I'm going to go and take care of my recycling. My trash can will fill up eventually with beer cans, so then I just dispose of it. This is another form of prepping to dispose of my trash. So, with you guys saying this, I want you guys to think about it. I'm hoping to get a hold of Higgins soon. So, anyways, there you have it. As a prepper, you must prep and prep like your life depends on it, because there's no guarantee what the future is holding. We decide the future in our own way. Unfortunately, you got the Hamas attacking Israel attacking Hamas. You got Ukraine defending its borders with, to keep Russia from invading. And you got other things happening. So what does that tell you? It tells you that we have to be very careful. Yeah. So in the meantime, preppers, I'm going to throw my sweatshirt on. My Christmas sweatshirt. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Shark. Thanks to Pee-wee. Commodore Pee-wee. And then I'm going to go and take out recycling. Have another beer and relax. So, my point being, don't feed the trolls. Yeah. So, I still want you guys to prep for nuclear Armageddon. Just in case. With that said, keep up. Keep prepping. Prep like your butt's on fire. We don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. In the meantime, I got a couple phone calls to make afterwards. So, thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit like, subscribe buttons, hold some fun for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs, service bunnies. Bell notification, thumbs up button, subscribe button. Keep the comments nice, all we ask. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.